What's up, everybody? It's so good to see y'all and have y'all here. Welcome to Planning Together. My name is Darian, also known as Darian Plans, and every week I just invite a friend on to share with us how they are organizing their life and their heart, y'all. So if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And y'all, I'm so excited because I have Iesha joining me from Planner Girls Rock. And y'all, she is so amazing. Like, I am just so excited. She not only is a planner girl, but she is a mom and a grandmother of a baby boy. And she has been a part of this planner community since early 2014. And by day, she's a project manager. And by night, y'all, she is a washi, rolling, more than one having planner nerd, y'all. And I'm so excited to share her with you guys tonight. So go ahead and light up those comments and just welcome Iesha to Planning Together, y'all. Hello.
Hey everybody.
Hey.
How y'all doing?
Let us know how y'all are doing. Iesha, can you start us off? How are you doing?
I'm good. I am, if I'm being totally honest, I'm sleepy.
Yes.
But, overall, I'm doing good, considering the climate of the world, but I'm doing good.
Yeah. How are you taking care of yourself? Because I know you're really big on self-care right now. Well, you've been big on self-care.
Right now, I just have to take a step back. And, it's funny how I used to say, I just need some alone time. But what's funny about that is 90% of my time is alone. Okay. But alone time for me, and I just need to just cut it all off. I put my phone down and it's just me and the television. All I want to do is watch TV. I don't want to be on social media. I don't want to get into arguments with anybody on Facebook. I don't want to see the stupid comments on Facebook. I don't want to do anything on Instagram. I don't want to do none of that. So, for me, I just have to cut everything off and just be with me and my thoughts. And, look a little ratchet TV, a little 70s sitcom television, that type of thing.
Okay. What's your favorite 70s sitcom?
I give you one guess.
Oh gosh.
Good Times.
Yes.
Good time. But listen, it has to be the Good Times with James. If James is not on there, I don't want to watch it.
I know.
James is the man. Okay.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I just like to just do nothing, and I have a lot of those moments. Yeah. I'm not ashamed to say I'm not doing nothing. Don't call me. Don't ask me to go nowhere. I'm not doing none of that.
Yes.
None of it.
My question. Okay, so how do you know when to start? I know y'all are so awesome. What's up, y'all? What's up? How do you know you need to take a step back? When's the do you have a limit where when I get to this place, I know I need to take a step back?
When I start feeling like I'm investing too much into people on an app, okay? If I feel like I'm doing too much and I feel like I'm making myself upset. If I feel like I'm getting, and I don't know about you, when I get upset, I get real emotional. And not to the point to where I'm weak, but my temper gets out of control sometimes. And when I feel like somebody is taking me there, I need to just cut it off. And I'm quick to tell somebody, don't let people take you to a point to where you may regret what you say. They're taking you out of your character, because if you can make it all go away by just clicking that X in the top right-hand corner, honey, it doesn't matter. That's not going to drive anything you do from day to day outside of that telephone. So, I just have to cut it. I just have to, that's when I know it's time for me to take a step back. When I feel like, okay, I'm ready to meet you down the street on the corner, I know I need to take a step back.
Yes.
I know I need to take a step back. I've been delivered from that. So when you take me there, it's time for me to cut it off. I'm not trying to go back that route. You know what I mean? So
yes. I love that so much. Oh yeah. My goodness. Yeah, I think that's something I know. I think that's something that I'm learning is that like knowing when my like where my limits are. And I think like you said, like it's your temper. For me, when I just like go into this place where I'm like, don't talk to me. Like I don't want to talk to nobody. Like you said, like yesterday was one of those moments where I was just over everything in the world.
I was.
And like my eye started twitching. That's how I knew. I was like, why am I like my eye is twitching? Like I'm stressed, and I stayed up till like 3 o'clock in the morning organizing stuff that didn't need to be organized. Like
that was me on Monday. I just had a nagging headache from the news of what happened in Kenosha, and it was just like, I cannot deal with this. You know, we've been since March. We've had protest after protest after protest, and you mean to tell me that there was an idiot cop who felt like, I'm the cop. I told you to do something. You didn't do it. So now I'm going to shoot you 7 times? Really? We've come back around full circle. Nothing has been accomplished, in my opinion. If this is what's still happening, nothing has been accomplished. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So Monday, I didn't want to do nothing. I really didn't. It was all I could do to get through the work day without saying, I'm over it. I'll be back on Tuesday, you know?
Yeah.
So
good. What you're saying. Like, I'm just listening. I'm like, yes. And first off, everyone's talking about how beautiful you are right now and how you are like glowing. And I'm like, yes,
thank you.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay. So there's so many things I want to talk to you about.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Let's go. Let's start first off though. For everybody how did you get involved in this crazy planner community? How did you?
All right. So I started on my personal Instagram. I used to follow this chick called the Posh Blog. Okay. She used to have this gold Kiki K that I was like, oh, I like that. And so she used to tag her photos with Planner Nerd. So, I dibble dabble and I followed that hashtag. And I saw Kiki K's. I saw Malden's. I saw Erin Condren.
Mm-hmm.
So, following I can't remember if it was We Love EC or whatever, I found Jen Plans.
Yes.
The rest is history. The rest is history. I bought a Kiki K. My first ring bound in this community was a mint Kiki K with the gold hexagons on it. I don't know, you a youngster. I don't know if you even remember that. But that's what I purchased. That was my first you don't remember that? You know what I'm saying? See? Girl, bye. Anyway, that was the first one that I purchased. And then after that, I bought my first Erin Condren, 2014. Early 2014, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I was fascinated with the fact that I could personalize it, for one.
Yes.
And the fact that everybody was using these stickers. I had never seen people use stickers the way that they were using them. I was used to using a Franklin Covey for work, and that was strictly write down your list and check it off, maybe use a couple of highlighters and some sticky notes. I never in my life had I seen all of these stickers being used in a planner. So I was fascinated. So when I purchased my Erin Condren, and I could put my name on it, I was done. Because see, I don't know what the medical term is for somebody that likes to write their name all the time, but that's me. I like to write my name on everything. Honey, I can sit here and write Iesha 1,200 times and for nothing. For absolutely no reason at all. But,
I love it. I don't know. It's like the personal thing. It makes it yours. Like when you write your name on it.
I know. I love to personalize stuff, honey. I love to put my name on anything. You give me something. I love it, honey. Love it.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So that's how you, okay. So what was your first planner?
Before this community?
Yeah, let's go before the community.
A day timer. It was either a day timer or a day runner. We used to go purchase those from Kmart. And I know, like I said, I know, honey, you're a little youngster. You might not even, have you even ever been in a Kmart? But that's where that was when I first fell in love with writing down. All they would have would be a monthly, contacts, and note paper. That's all I needed. Write down my little, whatever I was doing, my little work schedule, that type of thing. I could throw it in my bag. And that was like the early 90s, you know? So I'm showing, you know, I'm seasoned, as I say. I ain't know, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this, you know?
Wait, hold up. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. Listen, so someone might want to go make that a sticker. I'll buy that.
Yeah, make that a sticker. Put it on a t-shirt.
Put it on a t-shirt. I love it. Okay, so what are your planners now? Because I know you got your planners with you.
Where do we start? Okay, first of all, this is my personal Gilio. This is, I might show a whole bunch of planners, and I don't even want to say I just show planners on my Instagram. I use everything that I have, but this is what I come to every day. This, I do dailies basically, and so this has my dailies and it has a monthly in it, and this is also where I do keep up with all of my finances. Anything that I need to write down is in here. Okay. This ain't pretty by no stretch of the imagination. This is not pretty. I can make it pretty and show you a cute little dashboard every now and then.
Show me a cute dashboard. What's that one say? They'll adjust. Come on.
But this is it. This is the monster. Okay.
The monster. Okay. And what size is that?
This is a personal.
Okay.
Personal companion. Now, when I want to feel boss bitch, you know what I mean? Then we pull this out. Then we pull out the big mama because she likes to have basically all of that was in the personal, but condensed and more streamlined because I have my nice little fancy dividers.
Yes.
I actually use this as an extension to that. If my finances this year I wanted to be a little more detailed with my finances and trying to be debt free. So I use the A5 to really pinpoint where I need to make changes, what I need to pay down, where my money is going, that type of thing. So that's my A5.
Okay.
We ain't finished.
Personal A5. Okay.
We ain't finished. Aaron, stop laughing at me. Then we have the mini happy planner.
Okay. Yes, look at those discs. What cover is that?
I have a love-hate relationship with this.
Oh, okay, wait. What you mean you got a love-hate relationship? Because I love my discs.
Okay, because wait a minute. Because I actually told myself before I would never use this because those happy planner discs with the heart in the inside, not my cup of tea. Despise them. Nothing against the happy planner at all, but that was just not my thing. The rainbow colors and the plastic disc with the heart, just not my thing. But these are, first of all, they're solid. There's no hole. So they're solid.
Okay. That
is more, how can I say, mature for the mature woman. Let me stop. But I like it because it's versatile and you can change out your pages in the disc very easily. You can just rip it out and it's nothing. I use that as a notebook. That's not so much as a planner. I know you love it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad, and I love that you love it. I love mine. I plan in it sometimes, and that's only because I switch my cloth and paper box different sizes so I can have all the products across all of the planners that I have. So I switch my box just about every month.
Okay. Because you're prepping for your A5 right now, right?
I am for next year. I am. Okay. So I changed my box back to A5. But in that mini HP, it's basically just notes. That's all it is, notes. Okay. And I can just decorate it and just have it to have it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So let me see. What else do I want to show you? Did I show you my pocket?
No, you did not show us the pocket.
I always have to have a pocket. I have not used this since March because you know why? We've been on quarantine. I ain't been nowhere.
So we didn't go.
I like to keep this in my purse. It has contacts, grocery lists, schedules, and also I used to, and I can show you. I used to track my spending, and I would just write down. You probably can't see. Wait, go this way.
There we go. Okay,
I just used to write down where my money went, and having a portable pocket planner, it was very easy to do. When you're out and you spend something, just jot it down when you're in the car. You don't have to, it doesn't take much. So I haven't picked that up since March. I haven't been anywhere. And needless to say, I haven't been tracking my spending like I should.
I don't think none of us have been tracking our spending like we should.
No. And
you know why?
Honey, when I get bored, I buy stuff. I don't know. That's a terrible habit to have, but I do. So that's that. What number are we on right now?
We did personal, we did pocket, we did Happy Planner mini, and then we did the Big Boss, the cloth and paper. Ooh.
This is my enlightenment planner. This they reached out to me. This is more focused on self-care, meditation. I kind of use it as a journal.
Okay.
It's a weekly layout.
Okay.
And basically all I do is I just write down how I'm feeling, what mood I've been in, whether I had a good day. And it kind of allows you to see where you're going, and then you can determine what you need to work on. What are your triggers when you have these bad days? Because I have a lot of those. And it's good to look back on. So
yeah,
I love that. And I love the layout because it's streamlined. I can and if I don't want to write, I don't have to write. So I think that's it for now. I'm getting tired of showing you planners because I'm not overwhelmed. But that's basically it. And if I had to, what do I use in a week? That's pretty much it outside of the pocket planner. I touch each one of these every day of the week. So
okay, I like that. And I'm just gonna let you know, we are not alone in this retail therapy. Julie says the best entertainment is shopping.
Absolutely. Amazon and I are business partners. They may not know it, but we are business partners. Okay.
We got retail therapy. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Y'all. Yes, absolutely. So do you find that, do you write the same thing in your multiple planners, or do you not
What goes in that enlightenment planner? I don't journal anywhere else. I did want to start a me journal.
Okay.
Kind of similar to what Pasha's doing, because I like that idea. And the reason,
what's the me journal?
It's where you just simply focus on yourself. My journal can sometimes be how I'm feeling with my family. things that I'm dealing with in the community, that sort of thing. The me journal is simply me, nobody else. I think for me, it would be almost like Aisha, kind of digging into yourself. Aisha, why do you do the things that you do? Why do you feel the way that you feel? That type of thing. Does that make sense? I don't know, but
that does make sense. I like that.
I don't know if I want to say a diary, so to speak, but it's more focused on understanding yourself more, I guess I could say.
Yeah. I like that. That's really good. I'm over here thinking like, man, now I can buy another.
And you can make it what you want. You know, you could, if you want to draw, if you want to doodle, if you want to write down where you think you should be versus where you are and why you're not where you want to be, that type of thing. I think it's a good way to focus on yourself.
I like that. I see a question. I'm going to try to catch the questions as they come through, y'all.
Because I ain't read none of these comments over here, and I can read comments.
Y'all are like, I'm just like, I'm like, ooh.
But I did see Jeanette say, "What is my favorite pen?"
Yes, I see that one too. That and the prettiest planner. What's the prettiest planner, and what is your favorite pen from Jeanette?
As I go through these 355 pens I got over here, let me find one. Right now, it's this one. This is I can't pronounce it. It's KOKUYO. It's from Cloth and Paper. She showed it a couple of weeks ago. Before this one, my favorite pen was, let me show you, a Sarasa Dry 0.5.
Okay. This
baby right here, knocks by. Love it.
Ooh, what size is it?
This is 0.5.
Okay.
0.5 is my favorite. Sometimes I can do a 0.3, but that's when I want to write really tiny in my pocket because, you know, sometimes those lines are very tiny. But generally, I like a 0.5. So right now, this is my favorite pen.
And that one's from Cloth and Paper?
Honey, get your life with Cloth and Paper.
I know. Cloth and Paper. Okay, can we just talk for a second about these Cloth and Paper happy hours? That's where all my money's going to. I can tell you.
Every Friday, I say, Aisha, you don't need nothing else. Don't buy nothing else. What do you need? Nothing. Last Friday, guess what I did?
You brought them. You brought the squares.
I'm gonna show you what I came out with. It didn't need nothing. Didn't need none of it.
Pens. More pens. The pens are great, though.
I have more pens than I will ever write in my lifetime. I don't need another pen. But, you know, and I don't know if it's just I don't want to say the thrill of purchasing during happy hour. I just like stationery. And if I can, when I get that little black box in the mail, it makes me happy. It's a gift from me to me.
Yes.
And I am in charge of making me happy. And in buying Cloth and Paper, buying stickers, buying sticky notes, buying planners, if that's what it takes, then that's what it's going to take. Who's going to take me, boo? Nobody.
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 Okay, listen, people are requesting one. Please share the pen in your stories.
Go to the next question. I will share it in my stories.
Yes, and we need a pen test. People are saying we need a pen test.
I will do a pen test.
Requesting a pen test too.
Hey, Jan, I absolutely will do one. Look, let me make a note and I'll do that tomorrow, okay?
Yes, go ahead and write it in your planners.
I'm going to make a note. Pen test for the peoples. Okay.
Yes, like I said the same thing. Your earrings. Where'd you get these
I
earrings?
love it. Listen, I told Darian, if you find me without a pair of wooden earrings on, something is wrong. And I love a good pair of wooden earrings. Love.
Mm-hmm. Real cute.
Love.
I want to know where you got those ones from.
These are from naturalgirlsrock.com.
Naturalgirlsrock.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Y'all are so funny. Y'all are hilarious. My question for you is, if you could only pick 3 planner must-have, what would they be?
Lord, girl. Okay. If I had to choose, it would be, now this is in no particular order, a pen.
Okay.
Sticky notes.
Okay.
And a highlighter.
And a highlighter.
Yep.
A highlighter, a pen, and sticky notes. Okay. All right. I love that. And for people who are new to ring systems and like the disc system, especially, like, how would you recommend they go about getting started?
I would say to understand how your brain works. Like for me, I'm a lister. That's why here recently while I may do a weekly view just to see everything that I have to do during the week, like where placement of things are, daily, I have found myself absolutely loving dailies because I simply start the day, write down what I need to do. That's it. Write down what I need to do and I can check it off. I do that mainly because I don't remember things well. If I talk to you in the morning, I can guarantee you by lunchtime, if I didn't write it down, honey, I'd have forgot. I'm just going to be quite honest with you. If I don't write it down, please don't expect me to remember what it is that I need to do. And that's just with anything and things around the house. You can be around the house and you be like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do this. I need to pick up this from the store, that type of thing. I have to write it down. If I don't have anything to write down with, I make a note in my telephone. Okay. But for someone starting out, I would say understand how your brain works. How do you process information to not only for you to retain it, but for you to execute it. And for me, that is writing things down on the list. Simple for me. A lot of people may be different. We're all different. We all plan different. But for me, that is it. I just need to write things down and check it off. Now, to make things pretty and, to be creative, I will do a weekly spread. I don't necessarily have to plan with a weekly spread. I can plan with a list pad, to be quite honest with you. And another thing that some people may not understand or may not realize about themselves is on layouts. Like, for example, on a monthly layout, I hate Sunday starts. I cannot function with Sunday and Saturday separated. I need them to be together.
Right at the weekend, yeah.
I need it to be together because I can guarantee you on Saturday and Sunday, Aisha ain't doing nothing. So therefore, we're going to leave that blank. Everything I want to see is within those first 5 days of the week. And also on the weekly layout, I don't know if you've noticed on some layouts, they'll go Monday here's your page. You got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. My brain doesn't work like that. My brain is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I need to go across both pages. I can't function if it's all on one page and I got to go down to see Tuesday. That's not how my brain works. So it's little things like that you need to figure out to, that way you'll be most effective in your planning, in my opinion, anyway.
Okay. So you're saying the big thing is know yourself, know what you like, how you like process things, okay. I like that.
Yep.
So much wisdom, so much knowledge. It's just helping us out. Have you always been like a planner? like nerd? Like growing up, like was this something that you even did throughout high school?
Always. If you remember those, I don't even know what you call them now, but you could buy the calendars in the Hallmark stores. They would be like horizontal, and you would open it up and you would write in it like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? It would just be a monthly.
Yeah.
I used to use that like a diary. I wrote down my work schedule. I wrote down what so-and-so and I did on dates, what I had for dinner, when my period came, stuff like that. So I have always been one to document things that were happening in my life. And I think that's why now it's so easy for me to, I don't want to say journal, but easy for me to plan out my day and look forward, and plan forward, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So I have always been a planner.
Oh, I love that.
Before it was even called a planner, I was planning.
Before it was even called a planner, you were called a planner.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Pasha. I love seeing Iesha on here too. Yes, I do too.
I love my friend.
She's such a good friend.
I'm telling you, honey, get you a friend like that one right there.
Oh, I love y'all.
She get on my nerves, but I'm tell you, she ride or die.
Oh my God, y'all be cracking me up on Instagram, like.
Girl.
Oh my goodness, has there ever been a time where you were in a planner funk where you just kind of felt like, what's the point in planning? Like, where you kind of felt like.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think when I hear people say they get in a planner funk, I think they're trying to stay on trend too much. And you can't always follow the trend and think that that's going to work for you. I think that's just what I think. I mean, I don't know what planner funk means to different people, but I think when you try to keep up with everybody else, it's not going to always work for you, Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of something that I've seen that I knew wouldn't work for me. I can't think of what it is right now. I don't know. But anyway.
That's okay.
I don't know. But I'm just saying, I've never been in a planner funk. Now, do I get tired and don't want to? Absolutely. And it might be days to come that I don't write down anything. All I need, sticky note. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Someone had asked, I'm trying to find it. They had asked you if you could, here it is. Tracy asked, Iesha, if you could only grab one planner and run, which one will it be? There it is.
This one.
Someone asked, could you close it? Can you close that?
Yeah.
It's closed, y'all.
I ain't even have to. I can't forget. Where is the freaking camera? Okay, here it is. Right there. It's closed. I ain't even forced y'all. It's closed.
Oh.
There you go. But that would be it.
Oh, this is a great question. Jeanette asks, what's your favorite memory in the planner community?
Oh. I would have to say my favorite memory was when I went to Go Wild in Nashville. And the reason for that is because that's when I first met Pasha, Lamika, and Alyssa. We had formed this fantastic relationship just simply online, and we had never met. So we decided to go to that conference. And by the way, that was my first ever planner meetup. I had never even been to a meetup before I went to Nashville. So just seeing them and knowing that we had formed this great friendship, that was fantastic for me. I loved it. I don't know if you've ever seen that picture of when Pasha and Lamika got there first, and then they picked me up from the airport, and Lamika captured this photo of us in this embrace. I roll my eyes now because she gets on my nerves. But that was that was my favorite memory. And then that weekend, I just met so many people that that I had became, close to just online and in this community that I never thought that I would be friends with or even get to meet, for that matter, because here in where I am, it's not a lot of planner people. Georgia, Georgia gets on my nerves because it seemed like every other weekend they was having a meetup. And I'm like, damn, we can somebody else get in on the meetups? I mean, Georgia, it was between Georgia, Texas, and California, honey. And then New York got in there. Honey, I was over it. But so that was my first meetup, and that was one of the best weekends ever.
That sounds wonderful. Oh, that's such planner friend goals.
And I have another one. And I really want to talk about it, but then I don't want to talk about it because it's going to get me emotional. But
my tissues.
Where I don't even know what I did with mine. But I hate to say this is a favorite memory, but it really lets you know how a community can come together, and it's not all drama, and it's not all the petty back and forth foolishness. But when my fiance was killed in 2017, listen, I got a box, a huge priority mailbox full of cards from women that I didn't even know, sharing their condolences for me. And it was that was one of the most touching things that has ever happened to me in my life. You hear me? Mm-hmm. Oh my God. And it was just like, they didn't have to do that. They don't know me from a can of paint. So for them to extend that type of compassion for me, just Iesha, I'm regular degular. You know what I mean? That will forever hold a place in my heart. And that is why I don't want to say I don't give up, but I don't let the good outweighs the bad, basically, is what I'm trying to say. It has its moments. Please believe me. It has its moments. But, things like that stand true to me, and they rank much higher than any of the other petty bullshit that goes on in this community. So, one of my favorites.
Oh my goodness.
It is. There's some great people in this community, honey. It really is. And you just have to find your people, and there's some genuine people out there. It really is.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's so good. I know when you lost your partner, you had talked about how that was a really hard season for you.
Oh man, it was the worst. I had never experienced a loss like that. Even in my adult life, the only loss that I've even had that would even come close to that was when my grandmother died in 1996. And but other than that, listen, I realized that what I got from that was that it takes something like that for you to actually really see who you are, where you fit in, where your friends fit in, and it puts a perspective on things of what really matters in life. And when that happened, I was in a dark place. I was in a very, very dark place. I mean, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. And it was just the whole point of, I didn't get to say goodbye, And it was right around the holidays. I didn't get to say goodbye. And it was just, it just wasn't fair how he was taken away. And my friends, they rallied around me to the point to where I can never thank them enough, it wasn't even about even being here. It was just having somebody to be on the phone with, for somebody to just listen to me cry.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was just, I think that brought me out of my shell a lot to get me to start focusing more on my mental health, as far as knowing when to step away, when to focus on what your triggers are, what makes you happy, what makes you sad, how you get out of that dark place, the steps you need to take to get out of it. Because one thing I'll tell anybody is, if once you are in a dark place, don't stay there. It's very hard to, it's very easy to stay there. You know, and that was a really hard time for me. It really was. I think I was away from the community for almost 2 months, I think. So,
yeah. Well, I know this year has been hard for a lot of people, and a lot of people have lost a lot of close loved ones, with just everything going on. And I guess what's one piece of encouragement that you would just leave them with, like to encourage them to keep showing up, for their life,
You always show up for you. No, I mean, you don't have to show up for anybody but you. If all it takes is for you to get up and take a shower, eat ice cream all day, look at your neighbors. Honey, I sit in this window sometime in my office, and I sit down, I look at my neighbors, and I'm like, what are y'all doing? And I mean, it's like, it doesn't take much for me to entertain me, but it's just, do what makes you happy. Don't do anything for anybody else. Don't feel pressured to do anything that you don't want to do. Don't take no shit from nobody. I mean, I don't really know other way to say it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for y'all who don't like to, use cuss words, but honey, I don't get me started. But I mean, I just try to put it as blunt as you can. Just do what makes you happy. Don't worry about anybody else. Do you, boo? Period. No, they don't have to like it.
They don't have to like it.
And we don't care if you don't like it.
We don't care if you don't like it. I hope all y'all, I'm gonna have to go back through this video and write all these notes out and just say to myself each day, do you, boo boo? Yes.
It.
Okay, y'all, if y'all have questions, this is the time to get them ready
please ask the questions.
Get the questions ready. But one question that was asked was just how do you feel like the planner community is doing, how far they've come, and where you feel like we can do better, especially when it comes to talking about equality in the planner community?
That's a loaded question. And I'm gonna tell you one thing that I used to think about a lot. And I don't think I even ever brought this up to anybody, is when you go through the community, you see a lot of people with tons of followers. Okay. And one thing that I used to notice is that I never, ever saw Black women with 5, 10, 15, 20,000 followers unless they had a shop. Why is that? Why would they have to offer something in order to get that type of following? Whereas, and I don't want anybody to take offense when I say white women, but it is what it is. We Black and we white, okay? White women would have these huge followings simply off of content alone. Why is that? That is something that I never understood. I don't know what it's going to take to get other Black women there. I don't understand what the difference is. We're all planning. We're all sharing content. Why is it that you have more following over here than you do over there. I don't know. I have no idea. I have always wondered that. And I actually would go through popular. I don't want to, and I hate the word popular because who determines who's popular or not? But I would go through Black women's accounts and I would see, okay, well, she has 3,000, she has 5,000, she got 1,500. And it's just like they're stagnant. Why is that? We have a group, Black women who plan and create, who I don't, and I want to say it's well over 20,000. I don't know exactly how many women are in that group, but it makes no sense to me why there aren't more Black women with these huge followings like our white counterparts. I don't understand it. Can somebody help me understand it, please?
Yeah, please comment. Let us know. Please.
I don't get it.
An idea or a solution to this, comment. Let us know.
I have no idea. And I, I've been in this community since what 2014, I think. I got to 10,000 maybe 2 years ago. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't really keep track of it like that. But it wasn't easy. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like, how do you, is it a certain path that we need to take to get to 30 and 40,000? Because it's out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's out there. So I don't know. I would love to be able to answer that question, Darian, but I have no idea. But do I see things changing in the community as far as Black women are concerned? I think so. Slowly but surely. I still give my side eye to a lot of things that are happening in this community. Don't come knocking on my door because you want to show me off to everybody else and be like, oh, this is my friend. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I see straight through that. Do I think there's a lot of performative action going on? Absolutely. How am I handling it? With my pocketbook. Because where I used to shop, honey, I'm not shopping there no more. Because if I can go through your feed and I see not nary mention of anything that has been happening since March, and I'm not saying you have to post, every other post has to be about what's going on in the world, but please show some compassion. Show that my life and my dollars matter to you, because I can quickly show you where my dollars are going to go, and it won't be a your shop. I can promise you that. But I think steps are being taken. At this point, it's just, for me, it's just, are these true steps? And we won't know that until, in my opinion, this time next year. That's when we'll know for sure if all of this is true or if this was just to save face,
Yeah.
When we did back on Juneteenth, when we did that, not what was it? Not Without Us movement.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes.
The Black dollar in this community goes a long way. Whether you want to believe it or not, it goes a long way. And if we can take our money and we can take it and we can build our own, please believe that. Please believe it. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Please believe it. Okay. But I think, and I also want to say that there are people out there that are genuine in what they say, that are genuine in wanting to make a change. Clear, there are tons of them out there. But at the same time, there are also those out there who simply just want to make sure that we still send our money to them. Okay. I'm not here for that. Not at all. And I have unfollowed so many people since March, and it ain't even funny. So many. I mean, and then stuff that I love, but it's just, to me, it's, you can't even make a simple acknowledgement. I don't have time for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, because I can't trust you. And what I mean by that is, even though we're online, I can't trust that you value my life. No, it might just be stationary, but I take my life very seriously. And being a racist, honey, I don't deal with you. I don't deal with you at all. I have nothing to say to you. Period. Okay.
I love you so much.
Nothing to say. Nothing.
I have a question. So how would you, let's talk about allies, right? So like people are using this term like, I'm an ally, I'm an ally. What is a true ally?
A true ally is somebody that will stand in the forefront for you, that will stand in front of you. Period. So if you look at some of the protests that were happening in the nation, there are a lot of white people out there. Okay, you see white people standing out there linked up arm to arm. That's an ally. Okay, an ally is somebody who will stand up to your great uncle, your grandma, your cousin, who sit there and want to tell these jokes about black people, call us the N-word, you know, or simply want to question, well, what did he do to get shot? Well, what did he do? And what did he say? And why didn't he do this? Anybody that does that, if you can stand up to them in your own family and be willing to cut off family members that do that, to me, that's an ally. It doesn't take much. You're either with us or you're against us. And at this point, and even for me, where I went to high school at was, it was in a racist community. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it was racist. My high school was predominantly black, but I grew up in a very racist type community. And so the people that I went to school with are Republican. And let me just say, it's not even about being Republican versus Democrat. It's about being a racist versus being a good human. I don't give a rat's ass if you're a Republican, to be quite honest with you. But it's whether or not you believe that every person should have the same basic human rights. If you don't, I have no time for you. I will cut off somebody in a heartbeat. Honey, I will cut off people on my personal Facebook. I don't care if I've known you since I went to kindergarten or if I just met you yesterday. I will cut you off in a heartbeat because I cannot trust you with my life. I cannot trust you with my son's life. I cannot trust you with my grandson's life because you are the type of person that will see the police, as an example, dehumanizing a person and not say a word. I cannot. Those are the kind of people I don't deal with. A true ally will stand up for what is right, no matter the consequences. That's in my opinion.
No matter the consequences. Yes. And I've seen someone, all these mic drops. Yes. It's not political.
It's not. I could care less if you're a Republican. But see, the man sitting in the White House now made it racial. It's no longer political. It is racial. He is full of hate. Hate is taking over. And it's so heartbreaking to always have to turn on the television or watch the news and see so many people that hate us. Why do you hate us? Why? Why do you hate me? Girl, it's too much. But it's too much. It's too much. But I just pray that in my lifetime, I see some type of change. Because my greatest fear is my son getting pulled over. I have had to have these talks with my son about how he presents himself since he got his driver's license. When he got his driver's license, that's when my worry went up to here. I didn't worry about him so much before then because he was always with me. I could protect him. I couldn't protect him when he was out driving alone. You know, I've been in situations myself where I've had run-ins with the police. They weren't pretty. And I'm a woman. So my fear for my son is that much worse. My fear for my grandson is that much worse. All I can do is just, hope that there are people that are true to what they say, that people vote for the right people, to get the right people in office to make policy changes, because that is what it's going to take,
Mm-hmm.
We can pray all day long. God, I love you. But listen, we got to put feet to the ground and make some absolute changes, period. That's what it's going to take. So yes, vote or die, basically.
Vote or die. Yes.
We back to that. We back to P. Diddy. Vote or die. That's what it comes down to.
Oh my God. Oh.
This has been fun.
This has been so much fun.
I'm so happy that you asked me to join. This has been very fun. I love it.
Thank you, for doing this. This means so much. Y'all comment and let us know what has been your biggest takeaway tonight. I always love hearing what people take away. Lauren said, "Your voice and Tears in March are forever in my head, Iesha."
Oh, thank you, Lauren.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Cynthia says, "We cannot fail this generation. I worry about the impact this presidency will have on their futures."
Oh, me too.
Tracy said, "The scariest feeling in the world is to watch your Black man's son or child walk out of your sight for fear that they won't come back."
Listen, let me tell you. I know my son. I know I get on his last nerve because I want to know where you going, who you gonna be with, what time you coming back, and if I don't hear from him, honey, I'm dialing. Honey, I'm not letting up. You gonna answer this telephone today, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, and he's 23.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm not trying to always be in your business, but you have to understand, I have to know you're okay when you're not at home. I have to know that. Because otherwise, I'm going to worry myself to death.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And
I know my mom still tells me, she's like, "Did you get home okay? Let me know when you make it. I know you went here. Did you get home? Let me know." Me and my brother
my dad still does. When I leave from my parents' house and I come home, he's on the phone with me as I walk in the house. All the time. Yes. Did you get in the house okay? Yes, I'm in the house. Thank you. Good night.
Just gotta know. Just gotta know. I love this takeaway. Be yourself. Self-love.
Yep.
Get the vote. Yes.
Don't take no shit from nobody.
Nobody. What else? Oh, all these takeaways. Oh my goodness. Yes. There's always more to do. We have to do better. Do better. Yes. 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 Y'all, the comments are going so fast. Awesome.
I know. I can't keep up. I'm going to go. Will we be able to go back and watch this and see the comment?
Yes.
Okay.
So afterwards, y'all, usually it takes a few hours to fully download, but by tomorrow morning, you'll be able to see this full live and you'll see the full blown chat. And so you'll be able to see all the comments and all the things. Y'all, thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. Y'all, you're awesome. Keep planning and thanks for joining us. I'll see y'all next week.